Greetings, Geechlings. Geechin Prime here with my live reaction of My Hero Academia, chapter 147, or 46, sorry. Let's see. Ooh, it's their 3-year anniversary. Very nice color spread. Everybody muster your biggest jump. But they're all jumping. Okay, that's awesome. If it was a smaller image, I'll use that as my thumbnail, but I don't know if I will. Temporary transfers to the school? Or something else? Okay. We're into the, well, not the climax, but the conclusion of shields and spears, basically. Good lord, that hole. Or dent, I should say. It's not really a hole. I kind of expected a little more, to be honest, from Fat Gum. But, I mean, it's still an impressive attack, and he took out a guy that... He took out the shield, and then blasted both of them into the wall. So it's still very impressive, considering he's not the biggest offensive type. In this brawl of spears and shields, we're the winners. The blows he borrowed, repaid in one fell punch. You conscious, kid? He needs some attention, quick. Who's there? It's me, Mr. Fat. I'm just doing some weight watching. Oh, he didn't recognize him, or did Fat Gum just think that's what he meant? Come on, kid, you gotta get what I'm saying from context, right? And then there's a little note, a reference to weight loss, slogan and series of commercials in Japan, localized for your enjoyment. What? Wait, what? Okay. I'll protect you, Fat. Gotta do what I can. Kurishima. Oh, Fat Gum's office, it looks like him. Good lord. I didn't think he was that egotistical. Or maybe it's just a thing that they do. I never thought I'd see the day we'd bring someone along, Tamaki. I saw in the sports festival. Or I saw you in the sports festival. I welcome kids with can-do energy, with open arms. This kid over here always gets nervous in front of these cameras, or of those cameras, and ends up in last place every year. No need to talk about me. Aw, poor Tamaki. During my workplace experience, fourth kind said the same thing. He said having a rambunctious guy in the office raises morale. But that's all I have. And I want to be more than that. I want to be a hero like Crimson Riot, who can protect people for real. I want to change. That's why I asked Tamaki Senpai such a ridiculously huge favor, and had him introduce me to you, sir. I don't want to be the kind of person that simply stands by and watches when others are in danger. I don't want to be that kind of person anymore. Okay, we're out of that flashback. Even in a state like this, it's all over. Uh-oh. Fat Gum does not look... He goes from sad to just pure pissed off. Oh god, he got back up. This ain't over. This is a battle to the death. I'm not dead yet. Oh, just stay down, Rappa. This guy's way too tough. Aren't you supposed to be a spear? Did the barrier dampen the blow even then? I've lost all my protective fat. My body's done. I've used up everything. What can I do? Oh, shit. Is Kurishima going to somehow help in this, or is someone else going to show up unexpectedly? Uh, I still don't know how his mask ripped like that. How does your mouth open up that wide? Be it that it's a manga, but still. There's first aid supplies over there. Tend to the kid. Tend to that man's wounds. Oh, he respects him. In this face Fat Gum has, it's a trap. Do I look the type who does traps? Rappa, don't act so selfish. It's my duty to control you in your lust for battle. Obey my commands. Huh? How are you controlling him? Think about the reason a beast like you, whose bread and butter is violence, is allowed to be here. What is your duty, Rappa? Why does he never open his eyes? Oh god, he just throat stomped him. You ain't got any strength left in you to throw up a barrier anyway. So be quiet, would you? Then again, I'm beat up too. My bones are broke and I can't raise my arms. What do you want then? A fight. I want us to kill each other. You heard tell I came from an underground fight club, right? A fight club where you could go to the town with your cork. Or go to town with the cork. I can't say things today. There weren't many who could take a punch from me and stay on their feet. Even those that would always begged for their lives in the end. You understand now, right? The pain of not being able to do what I wanted. It showed a scene of him in the cage that they fought in. Or was it the octagon? Anyway. The kind of power that only comes from putting your life on the line. I wanted that kind of brawl. The two were superb. You met the challenge. Especially the redhead. I've taken a personal interest in you. We'll continue this death match, so heal up. Next time, I'll be sure to kill you. You're gonna be arrested and locked up, you know. You don't get it, do you? There ain't no next time you lose. Like hell, if no one's dead, it's a draw. It ain't a draw. Show some more sportsmanship. That's the policy of an oddball for you, I guess. His loyalty to his own desires is coming off strong. I really don't sense any ulterior motives behind his words. In any case, joining back up with the rest with wounds like these ain't gonna happen. I got it. Yeah. My nose has been kind of meh this morning. Kurishima, when I saw you calling yourself pathetic and ashamed of yourself, and Tamaki introduced you to me, I was convinced to take you in somehow. You were a man who understood his own weakness. Oh, now we're back with Rappa. I want another proper go at killing him. Man to man. Fat Gum talking again, I guess. Well, you showed yourself who thought you were so pathetic, and now you're not just a hero. You're a true man, acknowledged even by an enemy. I'm sure when he becomes conscious again, he's definitely going to take a bit of pride in that. This ought to stop the bleeding for the time being. Can't say I like it, but I've got to let you rest for a while. Okay, so there really was a room. It wasn't a trap. It just looks like a storeroom with a bed and some other stuff. So maybe it's a medical room to some extent. He good and healed yet? I'll kill him. As if. Let him be. How the hell do you... It's not like he's got a healing quirk. You know, as long as we're opening up a little here, I guess it's kind of weird to ask you, seeing I'm a hero and all, but what are you doing stuck in a small time gang like this one? That'd be because Overhaul's the only person, or the only guy I ever lost to. Wait, he said Overhaul before, hasn't he? Or is that just like hit? No, because that's Fat Gum's talking pattern. Yeah, lost? He told me to join his little gang. Appeared out of nowhere, picking a fight. We're talking underground fights here. It all bends on who wins and who loses naturally. Then I died. What? You mean he just destroyed you and then rebuilt you? Or so I thought. But then I was back to normal. He went full equivalent exchange on your ass. I've challenged him 5 times since I joined the gang and lost all 5. A perfect loss record. I only spent all this time here to beat him one day. Hold on a second. In other words, Chisaki's able to take this guy's speed and power and handle them no problem? I do wonder how he deals with the punches. I mean, unless he can deconstruct the air pressure. I mean, and while he himself, while he's himself that strong, he lets his underlings do the battling? Why doesn't he come out and fight? I mean, he ain't here, is he? He's either hiding or on the run, right? What's Chisaki wanted to do? Don't get cocky. I can't read half of Ten Guy's bubble. No would tell intel of the enemy? He said he'd reinstate the Yakuza. Well, apparently, Rappa doesn't care to not give intel. I don't know all the details. I overheard him talking once. Said he'd be spreading something, and lots of it. Wait, does he mean that quark booster? Stop, Rappa. Said he'd need money. Or he'd need money too, and that if he could get enough, the day he carries it out is right around the corner. Okay, and it shows Erie and Shisaki. Okay. Oh, so we're changing over to them now. Winding back the clock in the basement right before the invasion began. So noisy. Wonder if they're being any use. I don't want to say it, but this is the end of the cleansers, isn't it? As long as the boss and I are around, the cleansers won't die. Oh, so he's not referring to himself as the boss? Huh. Most of our henches, are with the boss. They won't follow my ideas. Even now, I'm the one who values the boss's will the most out of any of them. As long as we have this finished product and this serum, then us gangsters can stage a comeback. Okay, so that's what he's holding on to. Finished product. In this incident, or in these incidents, going to be the talk of the town for all the dilettantes out there. I can see it now. The drug feared by heroes. That's the sort of thing they eat up, and they'll come running at us with the funding in hand. Wait, do you mean like they'll buy the boosters from you too, so that they can match up with all the superpowered villains? So it's time you went to work, transfer temps. Oh, that's twice in... What is her name? It's the one that can, like, replicate your appearance and powers. Through your blood. Sure will. Leave it to us, Overhaul. The Villain Alliance joins the fray. My Hero Academia, Chapter 146, end. Okay. there's stuff. Okay, there's 2 pages. I'll read them. Okay, that's a freaky looking character. Assault on the Hiro Shoshi or Koshi Kohen Studio by Nida Hirofumi. Today we're going to go find out how My Hero Academia is made. And you have All Might Izuku. I forgot his name for a second. And while we're there, I might as well try asking whether he can increase my hero form time. Ask the author, that's creative. Wait, and the author sees himself as a giant fucking hand. It's probably the best representation of an author I've ever seen. Someplace in the city. My Hero Academia author, Horikoshi Kohi. And then I guess those are interns. The author of the 4-panel gag spinoff, My Hero Academia Smash. Also a former staff member working on the main series. It feels a bit awkward to enter in this atmosphere. This is what they call crunch time. Have a look over there at the man in the corner who's patiently erasing his presence. I think that's the guy we saw in the middle of the previous panel. Freeze, freeze, freeze. That man must be the editor who's come to pick up the finished chapter. Oh, he's just waiting for the chapter to be done. Well, you're right. He's trying to stop time. If only I had had 7 more minutes. Just 7 more minutes. God, that face. I could have drawn that panel better, I tell you. That wasn't the atmosphere I could ask for anybody's time. You aren't kidding. The author's worked to the very last second of his time limit, even more than you do. Aw, that was a good joke, because, you know, crunch time, and then All Might has the crunch time for his hero form. Let's at least try asking the author of the spinoff. He seems weak, though. The All Might in My Hero Academia Smash is almost always in his muscle form. See you on the flip side. It was a commercial. This is how your weekly chapter is born. My Hero Academia Smash runs in Jump Plus every week, and Volume 1 is out to high acclaim. Okay. I think I've heard of that. Alright, well that was the end of that. Overall, good. I didn't think Rappa would be such a, you know, a patient, well, he's not really patient, worthy, respectable warrior. I mean, I know he likes to fight and everything, but still, it seemed like he wouldn't give them time to heal, though he really wasn't that patient. It's like, is he healed yet? It would have been like, what, 5 minutes? So, if that. So, yeah, overall, it was a good chapter. I mean, I'm glad that we're out of the flashback. We're going to start moving forward and everything. Now that that seems to be somewhat resolved, we'll probably move on to other characters from now. Kind of wonder what Izuku's doing right now. But, because he got split off from everyone else with... No, wait. Who did he get split off with? Because they went after Eraserhead, but yeah, I'll have to read the chapter again to see previous chapters. Anyway, but thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I give this a 3.5. I can't think straight. Being delayed in the chapter really threw me off my game this morning. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Geechlings, roll out.